Next here tonight, the U.S. Senate waiting on the impeachment trial of the president. As they do that, final approval of the nation's new trade deal with Mexico and Canada has been put on the back burner. And today, the nation's agriculture secretary visiting Tallahassee, calling for that deal to be approved. But State Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders tonight explaining some farmers say the new deal does little to help them.
Secretary Sonny Perdue says if ratified, the USMCA will bolster the economy, create manufacturing jobs, and grow ag markets, dairy, poultry, and more. An improvement, he says, over the old deal drafted before the internet's rise.
Chapter by chapter, line by line, verse by verse, I think it's a better agreement.
But like its predecessor, it leaves out protections against produce dumping when countries like Mexico flood the American market with cheaper fruits and vegetables.
It was on the table up until the end, and that's one of the things that didn't make it across the line.
Each one of those buds will be a cluster of like 8 blueberries.
Bud Childs has got an issue with that.
This situation right now is not sustainable for farmers.
The blueberry grower and son of former Governor Lawton Childs feels dumping is such a big issue produce farms are struggling, others shutting down.
100,000 farms have disappeared in the last 5 years from this country.
To compete, Childs switched to organic and opened his orchard to customers who want to handpick.
You have the power.
He's also taking the fight to D.C., rallying growers in a national group called American Grow.
We really need to stand together as a country to protect our food source.
Perdue says the government is working on the issue and talking with Mexico about dumping. Nonetheless, he insists the USMCA is better for all of agriculture.
I would look at those critics and say, I think you'd just be critical of most anything President Trump did.
In Tallahassee, Forrest Saunders, ABC Action News.